Good morning.
Good morning.
Let's rise. Let's sing.
Think of your fellow man, lend him a helping hand, put a little love in your heart. See, it's getting late, but please don't hesitate, put a little love in your heart. And the world will be a better place, and the world will be a better place for you and me. Just wait and see. Another day go by, see the children cry, put a little love in your heart. If you want the world to know, we won't let hatred grow, put a little love in your heart. And the world will be a better place, and the world will be a better place for you and me. You just wait and see. Wait and see. Take a good look around, and if you're looking down, put a little love in your heart. I hope when you decide, kindness will be your guide. Put a little love in your heart, and the world will be a better place, and the world will be a better place for you and me. You just wait and see. Put a little love in your heart. 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 Each and every day. Put a little love in your heart. All around the world. Put a little love in your heart. Each and every day. Put a little love in your heart.
Awesome. Thank you all. Well, let's give a hand to our beautiful musicians here. I'm Reverend Gregory Toole. How good it is to be with all of you. And in addition to putting a little love in your heart, let some love flow out from your heart. Wave to someone out there and say, I'm sending love to you right now. And then to all the people online, let's send them some love. Let's say, I'm sending love. We're sending love to you online. Yes, that's what we're all about. If there's anything that defines Center for Spiritual Living, it's that this is the love place. This is a place where you get so embraced and accepted for who you are. Do you know that God made you perfectly? Yeah, so what else is there to say? Thank you so much for being here today. We're going to have a fabulous time as always. We even have a little treat. Hint, the children will come in and sing a little later. Yay, a little bit later. Right now, we've got our wonderful, beloved staff minister, Reverend Catherine McKinney, who's going to give us our announcements. Let's give some love to Reverend Catherine.
Parts of the service. Yes, the announcements. I am Catherine McKinney, and I'm glad to be here. Today, we are going to be welcoming Tim Ringo for a workshop, and I'm going to invite Mr. Tim Ringo to come on up. He is going to talk a little bit about what he's going to talk about.
Thank you so much. Good morning, everybody. Raise your hand if you've sometimes been in a situation where you didn't have words to describe how you were feeling. Just raise your hand if you've ever been in that situation. Am I in the right room? Okay, cool. I'm going to share with you a tool today that is play-based and fun for you to be able to express that which is in your heart and in your body that you haven't been able to put into words. Music. I've never introduced anybody to it, I just reintroduce it in a new, fun, playful way through one of our toughest chapters in life, which is grief. So if since COVID you've dealt with any grief, anybody raise your hand? Anybody dealing with grief in the last 5 years? If you haven't, you will. Join us out in the Fellowship Hall, Richelieu Hall, for a lovely play-based workshop on how to play through those difficult emotions without having to put words to them. And I'll see you there.
One of our favorite singers, Harold Payne, says, music speaks louder than words. So know that his workshop is going to begin at 12:30 after our services, and it'll be, as he said, right over in Richelieu Hall. There's more on the activity table if you want some more questions, or just ask Tim. I bet he will answer everything. So as we are moving on through our week, we have a workshop coming on Saturday that Mark Ruth, president of our board and a practitioner at our center for quite a while, is having on Saturday, May the 10th. That's this coming Saturday. It's at 10 a.m. and it's called Stop, Look, and Listen. It is a listening workshop, and what I know from years of teaching communications, listening is one of our worst skills, every one of us. And so anything that we can learn from a workshop like this will be gold for us. Stop, look, and listen. It's Saturday at 10 o'clock. Reverend Gregory Toole is offering a different workshop on May the 18th. That's a Sunday, from 12:30 to 2:30 p.m. This is a healing workshop, and it is to reground our faith during times of extreme change. It's a great opportunity. It's a great workshop. So that's May the 18th after services. The men's group is having its monthly meeting tomorrow. They meet right out there in the foyer, and they begin at 7 p.m. The Labyrinth Walk is also this week. It's on Wednesday, May the 7th, after our services on Wednesday. And it's a great opportunity to walk and meditate all by yourself, even if you're in a room with several people. It's a great opportunity. This Thursday, we are also offering a study group in Spanish, in the language Spanish, with the book, This Thing Called You, and it's led by Elaine, and she's one of our practitioners, and Elaine Yuzuki has been wanting to do this in Spanish for a long time, and so we are realizing that. Anyone you know who might participate in Spanish like that, this is happening on Thursday. Take a good look at the flyer out front. Our next ecstatic dance, which is incredibly exciting here, will be Thursday, May the 10th at 6 p.m. So just join us and be prepared to freely move your body in a wonderful, freeing way. We are also looking for fun, able-bodied volunteers that can help set up in Richelieu Hall for events. And it's a great opportunity to work with other people. It involves setting up chairs and tables. It's sporadic, so we can't say exactly when it'll be, but it would be about an hour of your time when you are called. So if you're interested, sign up at the desk and get on the roster. It's a nice way to help and really enjoy the process as well. We welcome all of you who are new to our community and wish to attend a free discovery class. It's discovering what we do here. Discovery class May the 25th after the service. These are questions that you may have about the teaching. You will get a lot more information. It's just a great opportunity to learn maybe more than you just pick up in services. And you are welcome to learn more about this teaching philosophy and how this center operates. We also are looking ahead. We have the Women's Circle on Sunday, May the 16th. And also, we have a concert that's coming further along. A concert and dance party is on Friday, May 16th. And we are also very excited to have Jamie Lula in concert on Sunday, June the 22nd. So we got concerts and music and wonderful things that are happening. Check out the activity table. The Sunshine Kids Club is launching an email newsletter. This is a place to see what all of the kids are doing. If you're just interested at all, sign up just to receive it so you will understand what's going on with our children's program. If you're interested, grandchildren, nieces, nephews, any of that, check out that. If you are interested in hosting a divine dining, then you can talk with Mark Ruth at some point, but he's interested in what you would like to do. You can leave him a message as well. There's a table, a flyer on the table out in the foyer. We've got a lot of news activities coming up. They're listed in our newsletter, and they're listed in Spirit Speaks, and they're in our e-newsletter, which comes out once a week. If you're not getting that, you can sign up for that out at our activity table there for our members. If you would like prayer in your life, then when the service is complete, please come up to the grand piano and you can enjoy a prayer with the practitioner. All the practitioners that are in service today will wear their stole and be available if you're interested in prayer. Please, that's what we're about, and we would love to hear from you. If you're here for the first time, we would love for the ushers, you raise your hand, the ushers will just toddle right over and give you a bag. If you would rather not raise your hand, then we have got some that you can pick up at the front desk. But most of all, thank you, all of us, for bringing the gift of your presence here at this service. We're very grateful that you're here. And we also want to make sure that you provide us with any information so we can keep in touch with you. At that table out front, our welcome table, is really full of cool things. And so, thank you for all of those volunteers, including ones who are about to sign up to move tables and chairs. All of the volunteers, the ones in the back, the ones in the kitchen, the ones at the table, the ones that are ushering, so many volunteers. Thank you all so much for what we do. Thank you. Thank you.
I would invite you all to turn within for a moment. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Breathe. Just breathe. Breathe. Just breathe. I'm always just a breath away from clarity. I'm always just a breath away from peace. I'm always just a breath away from the wisdom of my source. So I turn inward and breathe, breathe. Just breathe. Just breathe. I'm always just a breath away from clarity. I'm always just a breath away from peace. I'm always just a breath away from the wisdom of my source. So I turn inward and breathe.
Just breathe. Turn within. Just breathe. The source is right there within us. still small voice, whispering to us with infinite wisdom. A presence loving us right from within our very being. We just breathe to be in touch with the presence of the divine, right where we are, closer than our hands and feet, closer than our very breath. The presence of the divine is our very life and being. In this awareness of God as our very life and being, and that we partake of and are the essence of the divine right where we are, that we are whole, perfect, complete, unique emanations and expressions of that one life that is God, that is good. I speak this word this morning, blessing our gathering, blessing our service, blessing our coming together this morning, knowing that something amazing is happening. Something is unfolding within us and all around us. And this morning, we listen in, we breathe, we feel, we sense. We come into the awareness, not just intellectually, but we come into the awareness that God is my life and being, and all is well. There is that which is changeless. In all of the change that happens, there is that which is changeless. It is the presence of the divine within us and all around us. I bless this gathering today. I am so grateful for the good that is unfolding right here and right now. In gratitude, I release this word. I know that there is a creative medium, a law that receives the impress of my thought, my word, and acts upon it, seizes upon it, and brings it forth into manifestation. And so together, we release this, we let it be, and we say together, and so it is. Yes.
Morning. Hey, so Reverend Gregory's talk today is on accountability. So what does that mean for us? I found out years ago, actually, when I had a new position and a lot of work to do with a deadline coming right up. One of my senior colleagues was all finished with her tasks, and I had a lot to do, so she offered to help. I happily accepted. However, a week later, I had the principal in my office showing me a mistake, and wouldn't it, you know it was one she had made. He was also giving me the evil eye like this. So I found out what accountability was right then and there. So how do we become accountable? There is a slight difference between responsibility and accountability. Responsibility is having a duty perform, while accountability is also taking ownership of the results. So science of mind, teaches us that we're responsible for what we've created. We may want to create something different, but we may at times break our pact with ourselves. So to be accountable with ourselves, we might use some practical tips. Maybe we would set a goal and then break it into smaller parts, also giving ourselves just a little reward every time we reach one of those. Perhaps move from task to task, and eventually we might finish something. In relationships and organizations, we're accountable, though, both to ourselves and to the others in the group. Integrity walks hand in hand with accountability. I loved using Don Miguel Ruiz's 4 agreements, especially with younger kids, because it's so simple. One of his agreements, be impeccable with your word, reminds us to be accountable for everything we agree to. Being careful not to over-agree to things. But in personal relationships and in groups, we build trust, and these relationships can be strong when we are open and honest, responsible first for our feelings, then for our words, and finally for our actions. It requires that we accept the consequences of whatever our actions have created. Taking ownership by being proactive, Gauging our results strengthens us personally, so we learn from challenges and we grow. I ran across this little story that seems to apply today. So this is a story about 4 people named everybody, somebody, anybody, and nobody. There was an important job to be done, and everybody was asked to do it. Everybody was sure somebody would do it. Anybody could have done it, but nobody did it. Somebody got angry about that because it was everybody's job. Everybody thought anybody could do it, but nobody realized that everybody wouldn't do it. It ended up that everybody blamed somebody when nobody did what anybody could have done. So let's choose accountability and be impeccable with our word. And so it is, yes.
I would like to welcome a fantastic guest soloist today, Douglas Ladner.
Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. There's no hell below us. Above us, only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for. We're just a brotherhood of man. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you will join us, and the world will live as one. Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. There's no need for greed or hunger. We're just a brotherhood of men. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. And you may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you will join us, and the world will be as one. You may say I'm a dreamer, I hope someday that you will join us and the world will live as one.
Well, well, all right then. Thank you. Douglas Ladnier. Yes. I had heard about him, because he has been here before. It's not his first time with us, and I had heard really good things, and wow, it's all true. Yes, as Bernice said, we're talking about accountability this whole month. And today we're talking about the kingdoms of consciousness. And this whole month, we're going to be talking about the kingdoms of consciousness. We're going to get into each kingdom each week. And this spiritual accountability really is simply a recognition that the power and the presence of the divine is within us, that all power is right where we are. How can we not be accountable when all power and all intelligence and all love are right where we are, right where you are? Say that to someone. All power is right where I am. All intelligence is right where I am. All love is right where I am. Now I'm going to see if we can do it really like we mean it. And you're kind of like, all power is right where I am. I'm so powerful. I'm about to go. Let's try something. Let's see. The power and the presence of God is my very life. The power and the presence of God is my very life. The power's right here. The power's right here. I'm using that power. For good. And that power is using me. For good. Yeah, yes. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, when we know that, we're walking this earth knowing the truth of who we are, we can't help but be accountable, right? And so we're talking all this month about kingdoms of consciousness. Also, Michael Beckwith calls them stages of consciousness. They could also be called states of consciousness. I love just going back for a moment just to how powerful we are, how powerful our word is, how powerful our thought is. Do you know Ernest Holmes said that trained thought is more powerful than untrained thought? Anyone ever heard that before? Trained thought is more powerful than untrained thought, meaning when you begin to train your mind, when you begin to have the awareness that your word has power, you better use your word accountably, right? If I know for me, I've been practicing this and using this. If I have a meeting with someone and but let's just say I'm walking around going, oh, I really don't want to do this meeting. Oh, I really don't want to do this meeting. I will get a call, no doubt about it. I will get a call and that person will say, I am so sorry, I can't meet with you today. The problem is, I really needed to have that meeting. So I become aware to embrace the things that are necessary, even if I don't want to do them, not to align with that complaining, resisting attitude, because I will create something I don't want to create. Just on Friday, I was having the thought about our beloved Reverend Mary Morgan, and I thought, gosh, since the very beginning when I first got here, I had a meeting with all the ministers and I talked, but other than in passing, I really haven't sat down and really talked to Reverend Mary for a while. So I thought to myself on Friday, I said, I should have coffee with her or have lunch with her. Saturday, I'm looking online about, anyone familiar with this Real ID and the deadline that's coming up? It totally snuck up on me. And then I realized my passport also expired. So as of May 7th, I cannot get on an airplane. So I got right on it. I'm like, on Saturday, I'm like, okay, I got to get an appointment. I filled out all the stuff online, and then I start looking for appointments. July 19th is like the first appointment. I'm like, oh no. So I'm searching all around. I'm like, I'll go anywhere. Like they have all these possible DMVs you can go to. So finally, to cut the story shorter, the very DMV that had an appointment on Tuesday, meaning 2 days from now, was in, where does Reverend Mary live? Not La Crescenta. Glendale. The one appointment that was this week was in Glendale, California, where Reverend Mary lives. I have never been to Glendale, California. I emailed Reverend Mary and said, I'm coming to Glendale. Let's have coffee. But you see how powerful this teaching is, right? When our thought is trained, when we really work with our word, we know the power of our word. One little thought like that, like I think I ought to have tea with Reverend Mary, and boom, 4 days later, I'm going to be in Glendale, right where she lives. Yeah, that could be an applause, yeah. It's how powerful our word is. So what are these kingdoms of consciousness that we're talking about here? Also called states, also called stages. States because it's not a linear progression. We don't move through these stages of consciousness in a linear progression necessarily. We could be in stage 4, which is being oneness. I am one with God, living, feeling our connectivity to all that is at 2 in the afternoon. And then at 7 p.m., we could be in stage 1, which is, why me? Why is this happening to me? Anyone have that experience? We kind of move back and forth between these various kingdoms or states. However, they're called stages because there is a progression, right? There is a progression. We do evolve where we start to predominantly spend our time in a particular state of consciousness, right? For most of us, coming into the teaching, we bounce back and forth between stage 1 and stage 2. Stage 1 is shortly called to me. Things are happening to me. I am powerless. Things are happening to me. Why me? Basically, victim consciousness. That's kingdom 1. We're going to talk about that next week, by the way. We're going to spend the whole service talking about Kingdom 1. So if anyone wants to have a pity party for themselves, next week will be the week to come. We won't even judge you at all. We'll be like, is that Mother's Day? That wasn't intentional. It's not really going to be a pity party. But stage 1, I think the value of stage 1 is sometimes we want to have a little pity party. And as long as it doesn't last forever, as long as we don't make it our living dwelling place, it's okay. It's really okay. Sometimes, when I'm in that space of like, I just don't feel like being in all that positivity, oh yeah, life is great, oh, we're great, everything's wonderful, I'm not in that space, and I'll be like, I'm just feeling like, whatever, I'll say something, and, one of our beautiful practitioners or advanced students will say, you don't have to be there. And I'm like, get out of my face. No. Right now, I just want to be here. That happened to me after I became a practitioner years ago. I was sitting in a service, and I was just in one of those spaces where I just wanted to be in, I just wanted to be in the, what do you call that, the muck. I just wanted to be in it for a while, and they were up there on stage. The practitioners were speaking beautiful truths. The minister was speaking beautiful truths. The musicians were singing about beautiful truth, and I was like, blah, 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 blah. Whatever. I think that's the value of Kingdom 1. The value of Kingdom 1 is sometimes in Kingdom 1, we can really just honor where we are in that moment. It's not permanent. It's not permanent, but we can honor where we are. We don't have to spiritually bypass it and be like, all is well. It's like, well, in this moment, this is what I'm feeling in this moment. 5 minutes from now, I'll be fine. So kingdom 2 is where we start to feel empowered. We start to realize my word has power. I can create my experience. I can speak my word. I can create my world. I grew up in kind of a kingdom 2, kingdom 1 family. Where we kind of bounce back and forth because we had kingdom 2 in a sense that you can do anything, right? You can do anything. And so we were can-do people in my family. We were can-do. Everyone was achieving, but we had the fear of kingdom 1. So we bounced back and forth between I can do anything and then the fear of, oh, what about this and what about this and what about that? And it was so beautiful to come into this teaching and let go of that fear-based part. Let go of the idea that, yeah, everything's going well, but something's the other shoe's going to fall. All these things that we can come to believe, that life just can't be great. But it really can, I've discovered. I've discovered that life can be great, and it can just keep getting better and better and better and better. And there's nothing in the universe that says otherwise. Nothing in the universe that says life can't just be great and then more great and then more great. And I've discovered that that's what life is. It doesn't mean that there aren't any challenges, that there aren't any difficulties, that there aren't any things that we have to work through. It doesn't mean that. It just means that the general direction of our life, that we're constantly expanding into the greater and the greater, and even where we seem to have fallen short, where we seem to have gone wrong. This infinite intelligence in us is even using that for our forward evolution. One of the reasons why it really, in principle, doesn't make sense to stay in kingdom 1 is because we are so powerful, because the universe is already aligned. The universe is already aligned to give us whatever it is that we are wanting. The universe is aligned to give us what we are wanting. Ernest Holmes, our beloved founder, he has this quote, and he talks, I'm going to read you exactly the quote. I was going to paraphrase, but why not take it directly from Ernest Holmes? On page 38 in our textbook, he says, "How much can one demonstrate?" And demonstrate means manifest or bring forth into your life. How much can one demonstrate, he says? Just what one can believe. How much can we see? How much can we accept? How much can we find in our consciousness that is no longer repudiated by our own denials? Whatever that is, that much we can have. And it's that repudiated part that is key, right? Because sometimes if we're in kingdom 1, we're thinking that life is repudiating us. We're thinking that life is telling us no, that the repudiation is coming from out there. But really, that quote from Ernest Holmes says that that which is not repudiated in our own consciousness, in our own being. Here's what repudiation can look like sometimes. You get a treatment. You come right up here after service, by the piano as instructed, practitioners there, you get a beautiful treatment, you bring your situation. This applies to none of you, by the way. None of you. This is your cousins we're talking about. They come down here, they get the beautiful treatment. Let's just say it's on prosperity, right? And they get the beautiful treatment, and for 5 minutes, they're like, oh, yes, I am prosperous. I am living this beautiful, prosperous life. And then 10 minutes later, they're back in the story. I'm broke. I can't pay my bills. Nothing's working. Where is this? Where is that? Where is this? Where is that? Do you see? That's the repudiation. We are undoing what was just done for us. We had a prayer that was setting in motion something new, but our own denials, it is repudiated by our own denials because we begin to go back into the consciousness prior to the prayer. And we begin to recreate that situation. So, When we get prayer, our job is then to trust, to believe, to know something has changed. We don't go back to the story. Is that right? Yes. Yeah, we don't go back to the story. We realize something now has shifted. This practitioner has spoken truth for me. This practitioner has set something new in motion, and now I'm going to flow with that. And everything we see, right? Because the old crop thoughts, as we call them, the old crop thoughts are the ones that are still there even though we got the treatment. They're going to pop up as part of your healing, as part of your unfolding, as part of your evolution. They're going to pop up. And so we're going to create circumstances that would make it appear that the treatment is not working, that the prayer is not working. What do we do? What do we do in that situation? Change your thinking. Pray again. Keep praying. We know. Who said that? Who is that? Eliza, yes. The lights are in my eyes, sorry. Eliza said, we know that it's working. We keep knowing that it's working. We don't know how it's all going to come about. Let me tell you about how I got to Science of Mind. I got to Science of Mind through someone who I really hoped would get out of my life. I'm like, if this person would just go away, my life would be so good. We were on a board together, and oh my goodness, we just clashed all the time. That was one of the two people, and I think it took two, because if I would have just heard it from one, I might not have paid attention. That was one of the two people who told me about Science of Mind. My limited intelligence, my limited human sense of things would have told me I would be better off without this person in my life. But Spirit, this infinite intelligence within me, was using this person for something great. 30 years later, I'm still in this, and it's made it my whole life. Made it my whole life. Yes, thank you. So we don't judge according to appearances. If we see something happen, we go, this must be part of the demonstration. This must be part of the answered prayer. I don't know how this could be part of the answered prayer, but it must be, because prayer works. Kingdom 3. So kingdom 2, kingdom 1, to me. I'm a victim. I'm just being tossed around by life. And I have no power to do anything. I'm powerless, and I'm just being tossed around by life. And we whine, we complain, we get everyone who will listen to us. Oh, poor me! My life is terrible, and I can't do anything about it. And everything happens to me. These people won't help me, and those people won't help me, and no one will help me. Again, sometimes it's good to just stay in that space for a moment, right? And we're really feeling that. We're really frustrated with our life, but we don't stay there because there's no truth to back that up. Second stage is by me. Manifestor consciousness. I can create my life. So why am I going to sit there wallowing when I could create my life? I could create something different. Whenever I find myself in that one consciousness of like, oh, wow, I really don't like this about my life, something very quickly will snap in and go, we'll change it. Call for something new. Sometimes it's in the grocery line. I'll go like, oh, well, just start shifting how you're thinking, shifting how you're being. Call for something new. Welcome something new. Accept something new. Embrace something new. Open to something new. There's a power, there's a law, there's a creative medium that receives the impress of our word and acts upon it. It has no choice. It's the nature of it. No more than if I were to jump up in the air toward this direction, there's no doubt, right, that I would land somewhere on the ground. I don't know, my feet or there's no doubt that I would be on the ground. It's just a question of whether my feet would be on the ground or whether I would be fully on the ground, right? That's just the way it works. It's the same with this spiritual law, this creative medium. We speak our word, we shift our thinking, we shift our vibration, we shift how we're being, we open to something, we choose something, we accept something, we let go of something, and automatically we begin to create something different in our lives. Kingdom 3, through me, channel consciousness, meaning that I let go of even the need to direct this law. I don't necessarily need to let go of it completely. It's still there whenever I need it. But more and more, I begin to realize that there's an infinite intelligence moving through me. I don't need my finite intelligence to tell that infinite intelligence what to do. So we begin to be in the flow of life. We begin to let go and say, use me, let me be used for the greatest good, and this infinite intelligence will use us. This infinite love will use us. This infinite presence will use us for all kinds of good. The fourth one is as me, where we let go even of being a channel and we simply are one with it all. We see no separation whatsoever. And I want to just say that these are not intellectual stages. These are not stages where intellectually we say, I understand intellectually what it is to be one. I'm in Kingdom 4. Oh yeah, that's me. I'm in Kingdom 4. Yeah, oneness. All of life is one. It's not intellectual. It's an embodied state of being where we, on our journey, we come to that place. We arrive at that place. Here's how you know if you're in Kingdom 4 or not. If you say, I'm in Kingdom 4, you're not in Kingdom 4. If you just show up being and everyone goes, oh my goodness, you are, oh my, so much light coming from you. Then maybe you're in Kingdom 4. We're going to talk about this all this month because we really need to understand what this journey is about and really look at where am I now, which I don't have to stay there, and what are the benefits of me moving to this higher state of consciousness, this higher state of being. Kingdom 2 can be very seductive, right? I get to create whatever I want to create. It's very seductive. But let me tell you, Kingdom 3 is beautiful, amazing. So much more is possible, and we begin to not be so haggard. We begin to that was my goal as a minister, by the way. I thought that I don't want to be haggard. I thought that would not be a good look for a minister. You know, I thought no one's going to follow me if I'm standing up here all haggard, you know, like I'm accomplishing great things, but I'm like, it's killing me. Kingdom 3 is grace, flow, ease, and yet we're accomplishing more than we ever have accomplished. It's just that we can't take credit for it from the ego point of view. Stage 2, we can take a lot of credit. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that, because maybe before we had low self-esteem and we didn't believe in ourselves. So it's a step forward to come to that place where it's like, I now believe in myself. I have the power. We don't have to judge ourselves or judge anyone else who's like feeling their power. But there will be a time and there will be a place where we can let go of the need to have credit, the ego. We can let go of the need to be in so much control. And we can just be like, use me for the greatest good. And then there will come a time where we've been doing that for so long that something takes us over and we don't feel any sense of separation whatsoever. This is the journey, my friends. Let's enjoy the journey and we'll explore this more. Thank you so much. God bless you. God bless you. Thank you so much. You all are awesome. I love you all. Thank you so much. We're going to hear from Douglas Latnier again. Come on up, Douglas, and bring your awesomeness.
Smile when your heart is aching. Smile even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you'll get by. If you smile through your fear and sorrow, smile and maybe tomorrow you'll see the sun come shining through for you. Light up your face with gladness, hide every trace of sadness. Although a tear may be ever so near, that's the time you must keep on trying. Smile, what's the use of crying? You'll find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile. When there are clouds in the sky, you'll get by. If you smile through your fear and sorrow, smile and maybe tomorrow you'll see the sun come shining through for you. Light up your face with gladness, hide every trace of sadness. Although a tear may be ever so near, that's the time you must keep on trying. Smile, what's the use of crying? You'll find that life is still worthwhile if you'll just smile. Just smile. Thank you. God bless. Smile. Smile.
Wow. That was awesome. That was awesome. Thich Nhat Hanh, the spiritual Buddhist monk Thich Nhat Hanh, used to talk about if we can bring a smile to our face, just like you're singing about, it reminds us that we have dominion. It reminds us that we have dominion. Hey, we got a treat for you right now. And Grant's gonna... Are you gonna bring that up here, Grant? All right, the children are going to sing. Come forward a little bit, come forward a little bit.
All right. I love
Myself so much.
that I can love you so much, that you can love you so much.
is our Sunshine Kids Club, and they're going to lead you in affirmative prayer. If you can please repeat after them.
God is all there is.
God is all there is.
God and I are one.
God and I are one.
What I believe is what I receive.
What I believe is what I receive.
I give thanks.
I give thanks.
Over and out.
Over and out. Yes, 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 yes. All right, these are some of my good friends here. These are all my good friends. Are you all my good friends? She's like, sure, okay. Oh boy, he's like. So, who would like to say something today? Okay, we'll start right there. Say your name too.
My name is Lily, and I love my cats. My name is Naira, and I love my family and friends.
Yay.
My name is Emmett, and I love my family.
Yes.
My name is Rocco, and I like writing stories.
Yay.
I love God.
Yes, yes, yes. Anyone else? Anyone else? Anyone else? You? No? Brenda, you want to say anything?
I love you.
You want to say anything?
I love the kids.
How about you, Robin? Do you want to say something about your newsletter?
Exactly what I want to say. You can sign up for our kids newsletter. It just started this week. It's a great way to forward to all of people you know, so our center can grow because it grows with families. And every day we're getting great feedback. So please sign up for the newsletter. It's by Doris's desk.
Yay! Thank you. Let's give the youth church Sunshine Kids Club a round of applause. They are awesome. They are so awesome, and Robin's doing a great job. Giselle and all of the staff back there, volunteers, they're doing such a great job with our children, and our children are so important, and yes, and they're bringing life, right? We see the children up here, we feel the life of this community. Thank you so much for supporting them. Our ushers are coming forward. Thank you for the ways that you're supporting this community. We got big things to do. We are doing big things. You'll see all the activities. There's so many activities. I wanted to do a workshop. I couldn't find a space for me to do a workshop. I found a space, but you know, it's beautiful that we have so much going on, and they're all so rich, so amazing. The activities we have going on here. So thank you for the ways that you give. There's so many ways that we make it easy for you to do it. You can text your gift to 424-379-3733. You can go to redondocsl.org/donate and give there. You can use the QR code, of course, cash, checks, and those of you online, all of these would apply to you as well. So if you receive something good today, consider supporting us financially, and we would really appreciate it. Thank you so much. We have a wonderful affirmation that's coming up on your screen, so we can hold our gift to our heart or in our hands, and intentionally we say together, divine love consecrates my gift. It goes forth to heal, to bless, and to prosper all those who give and all those who receive. I rejoice in the sharing of my good, and I release my gift with love, and so it is. Yes.
Grateful for the morning, grateful for the sunlight in my face, grateful for the feeling, grateful for the knowing, grateful for the love that's in this place, grateful for believing that God is all there is, that God is all there is. Grateful for the sunlight on my face. Grateful for the feeling. Grateful for the knowing. Grateful for the love that's in this place. Grateful for believing that God is all there is. That God is all there is. God is all there is.
Yes, let's give a hand to our musicians, Elise Carver, Jean-Louis, and Carla. And our special guest today, who was amazing, Douglas Latnier. Yay. Let's give some thanks to our audiovisual folks, Grant and his team back there, for all that they do. Yay. Thank you to our ushers. Thank you to all of you for being here today. Let's stand and speak some powerful words of truth. After the service, we'll have fellowship outside today. We have it all set up for you, and then the workshop. Tim's got drums and all kinds of things set up for us to really have a beautiful, healing musical experience. All right, let's speak some words of truth here. There's only one life.
There's only one life.
That life is God's life.
That life is God's life.
That life is perfect.
That life is perfect.
That life is my life, right?
That life is my life.
I, and put your name in there, I, Gregory, speak my word, and declare, and know that I am expanding in consciousness. I'm not even the same as I was yesterday. I'm not even the same as I was an hour ago. This is the new me. God is doing great things through me. I open my heart. I open my mind. I open my being. I let the good flow out from me. I am so grateful for this good. I release my word. I know it is done. I let it be. And so it is. Yes. Let's join hands. We'll sing the peace song. The ministers, practitioners are coming up here with me. Come on up, Dr. Mara. Come on up, Dr. Mara.